I think Hasan has built painstakingly a platform for folks who feel like they've been locked out of our politics. It's critical that we share conversations with them. You see the kind of excitement that creates, and that's what we're focused on right now.
But do you concede there's a difference between campaigning with him and going on his Twitch stream?
I think that's a very old-fashioned question, frankly. I think at the end of the day, like, we streamed on the way here, so I was on the stream. We're going to be streaming the entire conversation, and I think the question of, again, you cannot engage with somebody's platform because you might disagree with some of the things that they said. I think that is exactly, that kind of platform policing is exactly why Democrats too often fail to get our message out to everybody. If we believe in our message, then you've got to be willing to take it everywhere. We talked earlier today, Adam, about the role of persuasion in our politics. I think too often Democrats have forgotten how to persuade. And part of that is because too often we don't think our positions are persuasive enough. I think my positions are plenty persuasive. So I'm going to take them everywhere, and I'm going to go have conversations with folks I agree with, folks I disagree with, folks that we share very nothing with. I've done content with food creators and workout creators, but I want to take my message everywhere. And I think Hasan has built an audience around that, and so I'm grateful that he's here with us today to have a conversation to build a room about how we get money out of politics, put money back in pockets, and pass Medicare for all.
Last question, Hasan. What does the 2028 Democrats pushback against you say about their effort to rebuild a big Democratic tent?
I feel like there are a lot of people that are worried that this primary cycle is going to reshape the future of the Democratic Party with a vision that puts people first as opposed to corporate entities and foreign countries' interests first. And there are some people who I think are worried about what that says about their position. We saw with Zohran Mamdani's victory and the response that some in the establishment of the Democratic Party and the forces that they aligned with within the Republican Party, how many hurdles they set up in front of him. And I don't think it was because they were worried that Zohran was going to be unsuccessful. I think they were worried that he would become successful, and we've seen that already. His popularity has grown throughout time because he's demonstrating competent governance and showing the entire country as a national figure that you can really dial in and work for your constituents, the people that elected you, without compromising on your values. And that causes a little bit of tension with politicians that unfortunately don't want to do that. They want to sit around, collect paychecks, get unlimited corporate lobbying money. They want lobbyists to write their legislation for them, and they're calcified in their ways, and they're worried that this would actually cause them to maybe do their job for once. But that's precisely the enmity and anger and resentment that I've seen when I go out to places like Minneapolis, when I go out to No Kings protests.